What's going on, guys? We are back here with some more Through the Omen Path Standard, and today we're going to be taking a look at a card that has been on my radar for a little bit now, but one that I have not had the opportunity to play with yet, but that's what we're going to be doing today. And that card is the one you see on your screen, Kavero Mind-Bitten. For the folks following along at home, in the actual Spider-Man set, this is Superior Spider-Man. And this card has been making a little bit of waves in Modern as well in the Espergorios deck. But today we're going to be focusing on a more, I'm not going to say VV adjacent, but it does have a lot of cards that you see in the VV deck. So let's talk about those in just a second. But before we do, a quick word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com. This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. Be sure to use promo code DOOM at checkout if you guys want to buy any singles, sealed sleeves, or deck boxes. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they got it in stock. And with that out of the way, let us go ahead and talk about Kavero. So this is a powerful card from the new Through the Omen Path set. It's 2, a blue and a black for a 4/4. And it says, you may have Kavero enter as a copy of any creature card in a graveyard. Simple as that. You can copy your graveyard or your opponent's. Except his name is Kavero, and he's a 4/4 human hero in addition to his other types. When you do, there's a little bit of a downside here. You have to exile the card. So sometimes what happens with typical reanimation spells, something like a Zombify or any of those Valgavoth's Faithful, things like that, you reanimate the creature, and then if your opponent kills the creature, it goes back to the graveyard to reanimate again. Not exactly what's happening with Kavero here. So there's a little bit of risk reward, a little bit more downside here, because when you do the thing, you have to exile the creature that you're targeting. Now, as far as cards that we are going to be reanimating, because given the fact that it's reanimator, well, we got to have some big stuff. We're playing 2 Valgavoth. This is kind of the standard. 2 Ardyn, the Usurper. Not quite as good in some spots against Floodmon, things like that. But if left unchecked, this thing can get out of control. Just make a bunch of 5/5s with Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. And then the new addition here, which is kind of weird, is Bringer of the Last Gift. So this card has a line of text on it that says, when this creature enters, if you cast it, each player sacrifices all other creatures, then return everything else. It basically just casts Living Death, or maybe, for those of you who are familiar with the Modern format, Living End, which is a riff on Living Death. Now, under normal circumstances, we would not be able to use this in a traditional Reanimator shell. If you get this back with Zombify or Valgavoth's Faithful, you're not casting it. But there's a little trick here, a little caveat. So when you cast Kavero, you can have it enter the battlefield as a copy of Bringer, but you're still casting it. So if you have a Bringer in the graveyard and you play this card from your hand, you then get to trigger the Bringer, which wraths everything, and then you return everything else from your graveyard. And as you can imagine, that's pretty powerful. Maybe you have some other stuff like this to get. And then the rest of this deck is kind of like this kind of sort of draw discard engine, similar to what you've seen in the VV shells. We have Proft, Fear of Missing Out, Tersa, Winternight Scholar. And not only does Scholar, Winternight, Tersa, FOMO lean into the reanimation plan because you can discard a big thing and then get it back with Kavero, it also leans into the Proft's plan. And what's also nice about this is even if you can't find a big thing, you can sometimes just Kavero a Steamcore Scholar or a Fear of Missing Out, and that alongside the Proft's plan, sometimes that's just good enough. Especially because if you Kavero to copy a FOMO, it's going to be a 4/4 FOMO, which if you have Delirium, that can attack for a lot of damage, and as we all know, FOMO is completely ridiculous with Profs. We have a couple of removal spells, Bitter Triumph and Torch the Tower. Bitter Triumph, discard a card, kill a thing. Makes a lot of sense. And the really nice thing that ties everything together in this, like, this is basically the Flex Seal meme. You see that the guy slapping the Flex Seal on the glass? That's Overlord of the Balemurk. And why Overlord is so good in this deck is it's good in your plan A, which is Reanimate, because you can mill over a big thing. And unlike Reanimator traditionally, right, like your big reanimation spell is Zombify, you can't pick up Zombify with Overlord. But you know you can pick up with Overlord, Kavero. So it kind of facilitates the reanimate plan, and it also just picks up FOMO Tersa Scholar for when you're doing the Profs thing. So it just kind of ties everything together. And honestly, it's not even that bad to copy with Kavero. If you have an Overlord in the graveyard, you play Kavero, mill over another one. Maybe you mill over a fatty that turn, get the Kavero back, go, so on and so forth. Mana base, nothing too crazy here. The one thing I will shout out is the exclusive nightclubs with all the draw discard. Makes a lot of sense. It's the Mayhem land, so being able to discard that for value is pretty good. And then the sideboard, some stuff you would normally expect. I'm playing a Gearbane Orangutan over the third Abrade just because this is an Abrade that you can get back with Overlord. Not sure if that's actually worth it. Time will tell. But yeah, really kind of a different take on the Reanimator shell. I've been really impressed with this card, and I think that this was certainly going to be one of the standouts from the Omen Path set. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. I mean, this hand's perfect. Why is Arena being so laggy right now? Chat? Why is Arena lagging to oblivion? Is it me? I don't think it's me. Okay, it seems to be fine now. No, that's definitely not fine now. This is brutal. Is it me? Like, chat, is the stream lagging as well? I don't think it's me. This is bad. I mean, it looks fine on my end. Bank. We got Inspector. I do really need to find lands at some point. Maybe this can't be a 22 land deck. Do. Yeah, 22 might be a little sketchy. That may have been a little short-sighted, I'll be honest with you. I'm willing to believe this might not be a 22 land deck. I mean, it only took me one match to figure it out, you know? I'm just gonna draw a land right now. Okay, I'm gonna draw a land off this. So, yeah. About that. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. How many subs for a mana crash out? I'm not crashing out. I'm sitting here smiling, taking my medicine, okay? I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a good time right now. Huge. Huge. You ready for a land off the top? Well, you know, there is that. Doo-doo. Thankfully, they have no clock. They have a 3/3. That's a clock, right? Okay, they have a little bit more of a clock now. I'll take an untapped land, please. I'm willing to buy one parentheses ONE singular untapped land, please. I'm not sure if we win instantly, but it is certainly good. There's a good chance they can kill the Ardyn, right? Top. Top. Untap land. They said it couldn't be done. They said it couldn't be done. I guess decline? It's free attack. Decline. I think I decline again, right? Because I want to get back the FOMO next turn. Well, I can always discard FOMO to FOMO, right? Yeah. Well, no, because I can discard the other FOMO. Yeah, decline. I don't know. Maybe doing it was fine. Decline is nice if they remove this, because then I can copy the other one next turn. So that's a good reason to decline. If they have, like, a Duskrose Reliquary to kill this, then I have to play this next turn. You know what I mean? Did I see your question? What was your question? Are all the cards that the exact same as their paper counterparts other than names? That's correct. Yes. The set is essentially the same. The only difference is they can't use the name. That's the difference. Yeah, I guess the abilities are different, right? Web slinging is not web slinging, it's N-web. So the abilities are a little bit different. Yeah, the Soul Stone too, they changed the wording on it. So it's not technically the same, but it's pretty close, right? Alright, can I actually kill them this turn? That is a good question. I kind of need to go Bitter Triumph, discard the FOMO, right? No, I guess we can discard the FOMO with Tersa, maybe? Well, I really do want to kill one of their creatures, right? At least the 10/10, to make my attacks a little bit better. So... let's play... This is a bit of a gamba, because if I don't draw an untapped land, then it's kind of awkward. But let's do this. Discard these two. Yeah, see, that's a little unfortunate. I think it should be okay, though. Because we can go reanimate FOMO. FOMO, discard Caballero. And then we go send. Untap the Balemurk. Balemurk, return Steam. I guess now they just kill the Balemurk. I'm definitely going to deal 5 to the Bunnicorn, though, so they can't block it a second time. We're on 25 cards. Nah, we shouldn't be in danger of milling out anytime soon. This one discards another Balemurk. And then we send... I still can't send this, right? So I think it's just the FOMO? So go here. Untap the other one? I feel like there was maybe a better way to do this. There may have been a better way to do this. And then this one goes... I guess both of these? Oh, okay. They're off it anyways. I'm sure I could have done that differently, but we got there in the end. That's all that matters. I'm sure there was probably a different way to do that, right? We're good, though. We got there in the end. We got to the most important part. You know what I mean? Blue-white shitters, huh? Blue-white shitters. I mean, I guess Harvester is good, right? Could be a Torch matchup, maybe. Dirge out. I wish we had something for Rest in Peace. Because we do not really have a good answer to that card. Where's our Fire Magics? I'm playing Harvester over it for Balemurk purposes. Could bring in Duress for Rest in Peace, I guess. I don't really want to bring in Duress against them. They just have so many creatures. Like bounce it for one turn and set up a big turn. Warden. I mean, they simply just don't have the Rest in Peace. No chance they have Rip. They got a 2-mana 2/2. 2/2! This has got to be a good bringer matchup, right? The Gearbane? The Gearbane is instead of the third a Braid because you can pick it up with Balemurk. I wanted a way to kill an artifact that I could pick up with Balemurk. Also, it's a monkey, you know what I mean? Like, do you need any more reason? He's just a homie. Monkey. I'll take greatest monkeys in Magic for 500, Alex. The answer would be Gearbane or Gargantuan. Or Gearbane Orangutan, that's what it is. I was thinking Gargantuan, but that's not what the card's called. Actually, it's an ape. You know, a little unfortunate that we don't have any other creatures in our graveyard, but it'll still be a Wrath. Your last card better be a counterspell. Q-snipe streamer with VV in order to roll the dice at getting a gift sub. You really just want to drain my bank account today, don't you? Thanks. Do we wait? No, there's no way. I'm not waiting. I am impatient. Oh. Any resolvers? Any spectacular spider? Okay. Yeah. 07's for Yuri. Keep. Name red? Red or black? Probably a red angle, right? 2 red cards in hand. Okay. Rare 2 matches, no VVs. Okay, question. Does it count as VV crash out if I'm complaining about VV even when I'm not playing against VV? Isn't that even more of a crash out? All right, fair. I was just checking. I was gauging your interest level. Just making sure, you know. Just checking. I'm not saying that I'm complaining about Vivi right now. I'm simply asking a question, you know. There's no crash outs here, okay? I'm just having a conversation. Watch party tomorrow begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is when the PT starts. Patrick with the 5 gifted subs. Folks, if you didn't get one dodged in chat, it's as simple as that. Thank you for the 5 gifted, Patrick. I appreciate that. What do we have? Creature, land, instant. I think I want another FOMO in the grave. For when I go for the bringer. I guess I don't have a Caballero in hand, but we will at some point. Is opponent's deck call lands or what? I mean, well, they are playing Landfall. Do you expect the Landfall deck to not have a lot of lands in it? Okay, here's another question. Am I allowed one free VV crash out for a 5-pack from chat? Is that how that works? Is it like the reverse way? No? Alright, fine. At least I asked. At least I was nice enough to ask first, you know? Any Caballeros? Bro, stop. Mono-Green control over there. Oh? Shh. Don't scoop, 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 don't scoop. Ah! Discard this. Discard this. Discard this. Hey, where's my winky face? All right, go. Your turn. Caballero! I can attack my opponent for... We'll say more than 14 next turn. I think the answer is more than 14. Mono-Green Landfall, huh? Landfall Bozo. I feel like I'm going to cut this Lively Dirge every single match. Just be okay with that. I feel like their creatures are too big for Harvester, right? Explosion. We do have 8s. We do have, what, 8s and a 9 for Explosion? Yeah, Explosion can get around most of their stuff. Try that. It's not good on, like, you know, turn 5 or turn 6, but... Okay, chat, do me a big favor. After this game, please remind me to add at least 3 lands to this deck. Write that down. Chocobo! That was a Sneep? And I mean, maybe in your world it was a Sneep, but I'm I'm not steeping that. Huh. I guess Ardyn kind of gets around that. Sort of, but not really. Hmm. Yo, we can Caballero. Caballero, copy Caballero. Yo, dog, I heard you like Caballero, so I put Caballero in your Caballero, so you could Caballero while you Caballero. How do I beat this card? All right, 3-mana 2/2, your turn. Oh my god. You monkey? I can't even monkey it. The monkey has no abilities. Monkey don't do shit against that. Not sure about that attack. I mean, I'm still dead, but... Alright. A braid time. A braid. I require your assistance. It's kind of props. Like, if you draw tactics after they play the thing. I guess they have a lot of creatures for tactics, so maybe it's still fine. Sand's not bad. Yeah, it at least hits a creature, so it's not too bad. Like, worst case scenario can take a Tifa or a Hydra. It could be okay. Surveil. Surveil. Survey says... Torpor is kind of a beating, huh? Maybe tactics over Torch? Let me play! Joe has returned. That's a good one to graveyard, I'm not gonna lie. That is a nice one to graveyard. Yeah, I mean... I'll just take a turn off. Let's go ahead and take one singular turn off. Is it weird that I kind of hate the Profts in this deck? I mean, I guess it's a good plan B, right? That's the idea. Like, your opponent boards in a bunch of graveyard hate, and then you Profts them. But I almost wonder if maybe we just sideboard the Profts. Like, we play all of the draw discard creatures main deck, but we just put the Profts in the board. I don't know if that's a better idea, but... I mean, I could get back Ardyn this turn, but I don't have anything good to put into play. So let's just do this. Try and find another fatty for next turn. We can also go bid or discard Valg. Oh, well, I mean, that also works, right? I guess it's just fine to have an Ardyn in my hand. Yeah. And then we just hold a bitter this turn. Pop off next turn. What constitutes a VV crash out? Oh, you'll see. It's actually better if you don't know beforehand. Because then you don't know what to expect. Do they have a way to stop my thing? I mean, not that thing, but do they have a way to stop me killing their whole board? I guess is what I should say. Green counterspell. Oh, they could have heritage. But they can only get one thing if they have heritage. So heritage is just not quite good enough. I mean, they can heritage now, but like... Oh. Not quite. Not quite. Oh, wait, that doesn't even work, right? Choose one. Cavaliero's gonna enter as a second FOMO? Yeah, I guess second FOMO, right? You can copy it again? Well, no, because this one wasn't cast, right? The second one was not cast. Wait, hold on. That one's an Ardyn. Okay. So this one gets back Cavallero. This Cavallero copies the Ardyn. We're gaming. We're gaming. Oh, wait, these have haste? Oh, because they're demons! Ah, right. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning things. You know... I've seen better hands. What is this, like, double full house Balatro hand? I mean, I'm gonna keep it. It's Grixis mana. Well, we technically have all our colors. Now we really have all our colors. God, chat, you forgot to tell me to add lands. You forgot to tell me to add lands. Somebody had to have said it, right? I'm searching chat. Nobody told me to add lands. Although, I guess we don't need them this game. Serious question. Would you run 22 passages if that were legal? I would not. I would respectfully decline if that were the case. Remind me after this game, chat. Yeah, maybe I just added more passages. Things are not going well with this hand, huh? Things are most certainly not going well. I mean, good news is they don't have that fast of a clock, but... we're not really doing much. Yes, surely after this game I will add more lands to this deck. Maybe we don't have to. Well, I mean, I don't need two more of those, I guess. If you insist. All right, go. Hmm. Any caballeros? Any caballeros? I should have discarded Ardyn. My bad. Can I chump block? I'm actually gonna wait the chump block till next turn, though. They did find a clock. I mean, we only have to deal them 35 damage. That should be easy, right? Chadcast? Chadcast incoming. Ready for this? Gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. Huge 4 damage. What is this? Alright. You couldn't just take 4 at 36? I mean, they're trying to get the 40, man. Maybe they have a quest that makes them try to get the 40. Well, they did get the 40. Oh, right, that is flying. True. True. Do we even have any outs? I don't think so, because we don't have the bringer in the graveyard. The only out here would be theoretically bringer, but yeah. Dodge. Mono white Lifegain, huh? An explosion seems good. Is Harvester good? I don't think Harvester's very good. Like, Tactics, Harvester, Torch, Abrade are the other cards that I'm considering. Could do a couple torches in the play. Over the Tersas, maybe. Try that. Torch is also pretty good against the Channeler, right? Do you believe? Do you believe in the 22 land deck? I mean, I believe. I definitely believe. Well, the reason I'm cutting Dirge in a lot of these matchups is I expect the opponents to have more graveyard hate, and I think Dirge is a lot worse if they have graveyard hate. That's why I keep boarding it out. It's like a good game 1 card, but I think it gets worse post-board. Yes, I know, I had lands. I get it. I mean, land next turn, it may just pop off. Okay, that's good, because we milled no lands. Cleared 4 cards. Oh, he's doing it. I guess we go Stories? Because that gets us closer to land 4. Enchantment, creature, so we discard... What? Valg Scholar? Or Valg Bringer? Yeah, well, I mean, rest in peace, right? I expect the mono white deck to have rest in peace. Aven Interrupter. Okay. Just cast it next turn. 2-mana Caballero. Do they have more interrupters? I guess they might. Oh. Right. Well, I guess it's good that I didn't Scholar first. I guess it's really good that I didn't Scholar first. I like how you said watch out for Thraben Charm as they cast Thraben Charm. Hey guys, they cast Thraben Charm. I kind of don't want to bring back Bringer now, because their graveyard is just all creatures. So I don't even want the Bringer. I don't need to do it, but... Yeah, the Sweeper's kind of awkward with Bringer, isn't it? Because they just get all this stuff back. I mean, I guess my graveyard's just better than theirs anyways. Especially with that, right? Wait, 5 headline? You ready for this? I'm gonna Bitter Triumph my own Overlord. Decline? This line is kind of sketchy if they have Day of Judgment, I guess, but... Oh, it's Morbin time, alright. I copy Bringer of the Last Gift. Pew, 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 pew. What do I want to copy? I will take another... Could take a second Valgavoth, maybe? Maybe second FOMO is better. Second FOMO is pretty good, right? I guess we could deck. Oh, wait, the FOMO's not good. Because they get the flanker me. Okay, they're not exiling my graveyard. We are a little cooked if they find Wrath, though, right? So we need to hope they don't have... I can't imagine they have Day of Judgment in their deck, right? Don't need these lands. Discard this. Discard this. And then discard this. Okay. Yeah, I guess they could have split up, but... Alright, game 3. If there's one thing that I can assure you is that I will not forget to add lands to my deck. Especially after that mulligan. This might just be a Prof's game, huh? Case of the Feast. Oh, I'm feasting. I'm feasting. Feast. Exile's kind of nice against Case. Oh. Maybe we don't need lands after all. Order? Couldn't they have made this 1 power bigger? It would be at the expense of 1 life, but I feel like I'd trade a life for a counter on this now. Just this. Okay. It's not ideal. Certainly not ideal. Of course. Well, I guess we're just gonna go FOMO beatdowns, huh? Just make a 6/6 flyer and hope that's good enough. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, just value Profts this game. Just discard this. Don't even need it. Okay. You can covet to board wipe through Ghost? No, because I only have one thing. If I cast Caveira, they just exile this in response. No! My flyer! If I have two of them in the graveyard, then I can do it. But not with only one. Scholar. All right, check me out. We're going to mill something good off this. That might honestly be good enough. So yeah, because I can try to get Delirium through the Ghost Vacuum. Instant, land, creature, enchantment. If I can find a sorcery, I can try to get Delirium. Well, I think they're going to exile the Scholar in response. Would be my guess. I don't think they can let me get the Scholar, because then my FOMO would just be too big. So I think they hit the Scholar in response to this. Oh, okay. I'm happier with that. I think that's better for me, right? Do we have an instant? Creature, land, instant. So we can get Delirium by discarding the Overlord. Right. Combat here, attack, untap. We get 3 combat steps with the FOMO. Untap this one. Why are they not blocking? It should be blocking, right? I'm remembering this time. Okay, chat? All right, we have to somehow add 2 lands to this deck. What gets cut? Maybe like the Dirge and a Tersa? No, I kind of like the Profts. I think the Profts are a good plan B. I want to keep the Profts. I'm going to cut the Dirge. I think it's Dirge and Tersa. I think I like that. And then we add some Verges. I think we had some Verges. What are the best Verges? This is black, this is red, this is blue. What's more important early on, if we don't draw a type land to pair with it? Red and blue? I guess Overlord is a 2-drop. So it's like 2 black, 1 blue, 1 red on 2. And then on 3 you have... Yeah, so blue is definitely most important. And then after that, probably black. Just like this. Yeah, that looks good. Keep this. No crash outs, chat, alright? No crash outs. Elf. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Thanks, Rosie. You may hate my football team, but at least you can enjoy my Magic content. Where are all the VV players? Well, you see, I went from number 110 to percentages, and therefore we have exited the queue of the VV players. I believe that's what's happened. Any delirium? Creatures, sorcery... No, no delirium. Hmm. I want to give myself the out of drawing Caballero next turn, so I want to put some creatures in the graveyard. So let's do these two, I think. Chat, hey, no crash outs. This applies to you too, all right? You guys can't crash out either. It's not just me, okay? Both you and I, we're on the same page here. All right, no crash outs. Sorcery, creature, land. I'd like to get Delirium this turn. Do I even want to make this trade? I guess I'll offer it. I didn't even take the trade. All right, FOMO, you gotta hold the line. I don't think they're gonna kill me this turn. I think we'll be good. What is the streamer's football team? Manchester United. Thoughts on adding Niche to this lovely pile? I think Niche is worse than the other expensive options that we have. Like a little bit worse than Valgavoth, Ardyn, or Bringer. And you only have so much room for like a bunch of big stuff, you know. You can't just flood. You can't put too many of those in your deck. This is not looking good. Not looking great. We have 2 brawlers. Well, that'll be good for next turn. Decline. I guess we just hold up Bitter Triumph this turn. And then if they go to set up the combo, we can Bitter Triumph the brawler. The next turn pop off. An American knows real football teams. It was a joke. The Micah Parson revenge game. Dude, I'm so mad that he's not on Dallas anymore. I haven't really been paying too much attention to, like, I haven't watched the games in the first couple weeks, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Why did he leave? Come back. Threefold Thunderfolk. That's the 7-mana one that like comes into play with counters and stuff, and you get 1/1s. Is that one? Yes, play more creatures. They definitely don't have a counter spell, right? I can't beat a counter spell anyways. They got rid of an Onslaught? I don't think they have a counter spell. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that they don't. Caballero! Hold. Any bringers? Any bringers? Ah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! That was nice. This deck has some nice screenshots. So, yeah. So, yeah. Temur Battlecrier. I'm not sure how much graveyard hate they have. Probably not a ton, right? I mean, this matchup is really all about just doing the thing as fast as possible anyways, so... Just do that. Kill spell, fear, Ardyn, Overlord. That's a keeper! That's a keeper! What's my second favorite? Well, I mean, that's hard to say, right? Like, I feel like Welcome to the Black Parade is so much better than all of the other ones that it's like... I don't even know what second place would be. Valgavoth. What about fourth place? No comment. Ardyn. Would a Dimir version of this deck be viable with Picklock, Floodmaw, Connive cards to make the mana more consistent? I mean, red is really huge. I think if you maybe like don't play the Prof stuff, you can cut FOMO and Tersa. So like the FOMO Tersa Profs would be a package deal. But I don't know if I'd want to do that. Let's go get rid of both of these. No attacks. Can't play Ardyn without FOMO. I mean, you can. You definitely could be blue-black. Yeah, maybe if you're just Dimir, you would swap your reanimate targets. Like maybe you wouldn't play Ardyn and you would lead more in on like Demon, Valgavoth, Mono-Geen or something like that. Because Ardyn does get worse without FOMO. So you'd probably play different reanimator targets at that point. What's my fourth favorite Eminem song? Venom. 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 It's a pretty accurate representation. Asher, thank you for the 15. Thank you for the resub, Asher. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, hold up the Abrade, I guess? Because I think I'd rather save Abrade for Battlecrier if they have that. I mean, it is face up, right? They know that I have this, so, like, they're going to try and kill me this turn, most likely. But I think I have to save the Abrade for Battlecrier. I think that's, like, the scariest card. They also might have a counter spell. Because they had a pause on the Overlord for a little bit. I mean, I have to assume they don't have a counterspell, right? I guess I'll do this to make it, you know, not as bad if they counter the Caballero. Yeah, I expect this to get countered, but I think I have to go for it. At least now we can go for it again next turn, which is nice. He thinks he's getting another turn. What an idiot. I mean, it's fine. Double Surveil's kind of awkward. Let's do this. I cast Entomb for 0 mana. 0 mana Entomb? It's pretty good. Oh, my land sequencing is kind of awkward here, isn't it? Oh. Well, I guess I take this, right? Like, I can't keep them off Battlecrier. Alright, any Cavalieros? I mean, I've cast Entomb twice this game, so I guess I'll take that. Yeah. Any Cavalieros? Never lucky. Never lucky. Alright, surely next turn. Surely next turn we draw Cavallero. I still don't quite get how having Cavallero enter as that card counts as casting it. Well, you did think about it this way, right? You cast the Cavallero. It says you may have it enter as a copy of any creature card in a graveyard, except his name is Cavallero. So you're casting the card, but it's still entering as the copy. But when it enters, it still recognizes that it was cast, is kind of the idea. If 3-land? It's gotta be Stories, right? I think I have to at least play Scholar. Ooh, that's tough. So, discard Stories? The next turn we can go FOMO Scholar and then double chump block. We have to hope they draw Stone Cold nothing, though. Okay, well. That's not good. That is certainly not good. I think we'll be okay. I don't think they'll kill me this turn. Well, they may have been slow rolling a 4-power creature. Or that, yeah. Wait, why didn't they copy the Trailblazer? Is it not better to copy Trailblazer there? Oppo? Alright. I'm out. It's really good at casting Entomb. What do you mean by crash out like arena crashes? Not quite. Not exactly. It means when I lose my mind after playing against VV. Awkward. Not going well. Not great. Not great. Just kind of assume they had a counter spell, but they don't. Oh. Okay. I didn't really think that was gonna work, but all right. Okay. Yeah. Do these things have trample or just flying? Just flying. Well, I didn't think we'd get this far. Kind of let down. I got 10 power in play. I'm not let down at all. I'm big chillin'. Give me a props. It's not bad. Yeah, those two hit for 4. Play tap land. We can't get Kaido this turn, which is nice. Do you foresee graveyard hate becoming more prevalent with this new set? More so than it already was? No, not really. Because people were already kind of prepared for graveyard decks with how prevalent Cauldron was. But I don't really see them like I don't see it going up from there, you know what I mean? Tersa. Why not hold a big boy? Well, they're both 8 mana, right? I don't know if I'm going to get to 8. Because I kind of wanted the Tersa discard 2 lands. We got Tishana's? I found a big boy. Large individual has been located. Large individual located. Tishana's this. I see. Okay, I'm with you. 6. Dun, 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 dun. I guess they could Kaido me now, but... Alright, sure. Noted. Well... Dimir midrange. Not sure how much we want against Dimir. I guess Torch is good. They don't have a ton of relevant graveyard hate. I mean, they have Vacuum, but like Caveira plays around Vacuum because it doesn't target. So we probably don't have to do too much. Trim like a Stories, maybe. Try that. I think it looks super diverse. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, like, you could say what you want about the MH cards and the play patterns. Maybe the play patterns aren't fantastic, but as far as like the metagame diversity, nothing can really match Modern. Nothing really can. It's super diverse and super wide open. Yeah, I know. I don't really know much about Edge of Eternity's Limited, but you guys are gonna have to carry me. The Pro Tour in Euro time, that I am not 100% sure of. Does anybody know? It would be 11 a.m. Eastern, so... Wait, is Europe... are you guys, what, 5 hours ahead? Or 6? Are you 6 hours ahead? I don't remember. Yeah, 6. Okay, so it'd be 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Euro time. $4 p.m. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess it depends on where in Europe you are, right? Europe is 90 years behind the hottest country on Earth. True. They're just in their own world over there.
Now I know your weakness.
I guess I don't need double torch.
Don't worry, I've got an exit strategy.
Overlord. Oh? He's cooking? I guess we might just go Caballero, copy Overlord? See what they do. Ah! -2. -2, -2. What's the hottest country on Earth? That I don't know. That I don't know the answer to. Did they change how the stun counter looks? Because I thought when it had a stun counter before, it had like the chain around it. No, they just don't do that anymore. It's kind of confusing.
Your secrets didn't.
I kind of like the animation. So I guess we go Impend and then Caballero. Yeah, no more chain. Okay. Awkward. I guess we can... Now they have no creatures in their graveyard either. Well, in that case... Do this. Discard land? We need to find something big. I mean, that might not be that bad to copy with Caballero. We got Overlord in 2 turns. Don't they still use the chain for the doesn't untap and the next untap step type effects? Well, that's kind of what the stun is, right? That's why usually, at least before, I just noticed this now, but they used to have, when you put a stun counter on something, it would have the chain on it. But when they stunned my thing with Flood Pits, it didn't have the chain on it. So that's why I was kind of confused. Maybe that was like a recent update. I just noticed it now. I guess we'll get a 4/4 Spyglass Siren. It's not very good. You want a 4/4 Flyer or a 4/4 Active FOMO? I guess Active FOMO is probably better. Yeah. It's probably a little bit better. This song is really good. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice too. That's a huge pickup. Because that threatens the Kaido at least. Wouldn't it have been better to counter the Proft's triggered ability. Okay. I'm not sure why they did that in the order they did. I get a 1 here? I don't know if I have many outs, but I get a 1 on board. Okay. Still not dead. Still not dead. It's a lot of removal.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
Probably don't have very many outs, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. Okay, that is not one of my outs. Neither is that. All right. Game 3. Yeah, run it back. The diarrhea Jane. I don't know why I found that so funny. I've never seen that before. The diarrhea Jane. I don't know why I laughed so hard at that, but I did. And I appreciate that. Ardyn. Is this Kirk Cousins singing? Why would you say that? What would make it Kirk Cousins singing? Any untapped lands? I got a little greedy there, huh? That was maybe a little too greedy. Yeah, perhaps a little too greedy. I could have just went FOMO discard land there. Oh no, because... yeah, no, this next turn. Perhaps a little too greedy. Oh? Your discard spell is no good here. You fool! God, come on, man! So, let me tell you about that. Let me tell you about those tap lands, huh? Anal? Alright, fine. Opponent cast Anal? I mean, I'll take the +2, I guess. Huge +2. You got another counter spell? I guess they could just kill the Ardyn, right? Yeah, not great if they have a kill spell. Ardyn! Go to combat, quick. Prio. My ability has split second. You are not allowed to respond. Judge! Judge, my opponent's cheating. Chat. Kind of fucked. Enchantment, creature, sorcery, huh? I guess we should put an instant in the graveyard at some point. Oh god, am I missing song requests today? How many did I miss? That was actually the first one. Okay, thankfully. I don't for some reason my alerts aren't working. It always does this, and I don't know why. Maybe it's like when I think it might be when I refresh the Chatterino bot. That might be what causes it. I'm not sure, though. Carsey Revenant. Profs. Well, unfortunately, I can't quite kill them. I'm at 16. Could have maybe discarded one of these two extra profs. I kind of want the extra card next turn, though. Take 7 here, go to 4. And then I guess they can Carsey onto the Spyglass. Ross, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream, Ross. We were playing some legally distinct Spider Fellows in Standard. Trying to cook. Creature of the Schism. Yeah, legally distinct arachnid humans. Definitely not Spider-Men. Because I would never say that. So now we can copy... What do we copy? Another FOMO, maybe? Copy FOMO. Counters on the new one. They trade for Preacher. It's not terrible, right? Just to have a second FOMO in play. Could eat their Carsey. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Because it does exile it? Yeah. That might have been a little bit better, right? Because then they wouldn't be able to renew it. Yeah, that may have been a little better. I mean, this is still pretty good. Yeah. They have a 1-1. I mean, they're playing defense pretty well. Don't pay attention to that. You didn't see that. Pretend that I didn't draw that. Well, I don't really want to trade FOMO for Siren, so I guess we'll do this. Overlord. Are we gonna deck anytime soon? I hope not. All right. Oh shit, I can do this too, right? Yeah, true. Discard. Should have discarded the Valgavoth too. Or maybe the Valgavoth instead of the Bringer, because I'm closer to hardcasting Bringer. They have a Wrath? No, okay. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, actually, we were not that far away from hardcasting the Bringer. I should have kept the Bringer in hand, maybe. All right, easy dub. This deck felt okay. I mean, there's definitely something here with Caballero, Bringer of the Last Gift. I kind of maybe want to explore a version that just isn't as in on the prof stuff. Like maybe you keep some of the draw discard because you do need ways to discard your large things when you draw them. But the profs just felt like kind of weird. Like I get it, you want some sort of alternate plan for when they like have a bunch of graveyard hate, but I think just casting 4/4s and Overlords is probably a good enough backup plan. So yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. I think there's something here, but not quite refined enough.